hands on you. I feel like hooping. I wish I had an organ player. Hallelujah. And understand, he laid his hands on you. And Dr. Jesus said, you will not die, but you will live. And you will declare the glory of the Lord. Somebody give him a shout. Shout for the Lord. Hallelujah. You live because he lives. You move because he moves. You survive because he is not dead. He is risen. Somebody give him a shout. Hallelujah. Come on, just praise him. Somebody lift your voice and bless his name. Hallelujah. And the thing that Jesus turned around and said, you can do greater things than this. Come on, let me preach on this. What happened in Acts 1 and 2? I believe it was a time of preparation. And I think it's odd how Pastor used that scripture here tonight, because we didn't talk about what to preach on. Isn't that amazing how God works? Amen. Hallelujah. He wants to tell you something. You know what I found now? And the whole time that Christ had handpicked his disciples, let me ask you a question and I will answer it so you don't have to bust your brain about that. Understand something? Who did all of the miracles whenever Christ was alive? Most of the time it was Christ. He was the one that was casting out the devils, and the disciples are turning around going, man, I tried to cast them out. Boy, that devil flat whipped this guy right over here. How did you do that? And Jesus says, some things are going to be cast out but by fasting and praying. But how many of you know Jesus never looked at him and said, you ain't going to do it? I believe that Jesus looked out to the quarters of time, and he realized the day would come to where his ministry on earth would be completed, and there would come a day of Pentecost. They will turn around and do great works like he did. How many of you think, well, those days are not over, that we are living in the finest days, that God is bringing the church back to be a church of Acts? Come on, give God a shout of praise. Hallelujah. So what happens is Jesus tells them to go and wait and tarry in Jerusalem. And then Pastor read the scripture. What did he say in chapter 1 verse 8? He said, when you go and wait and tarry in Jerusalem, you shall be endued with power. Hallelujah. You shall be endued with power. After that, the Holy Ghost will come upon you. Not just to go around speaking in tongues where nobody understands, but he said, I want you to be witnesses to your house, to your region, and to the othermost parts of the world. And then what happened in chapter 2? It happened. The disciples, they didn't know how the Holy Ghost was going to come. For all they knew, he could have showed up in a three-piece suit, eagle-skin sandals, and a briefcase, walked up the steps of the upper room, knocked on the door, and said, hello, I'm the Holy Ghost. So we know better. Pastor read the scripture where it said, and suddenly, somebody shout suddenly. Oh, come on, look at somebody, tell them, I don't know about you, but I need a suddenly. Come on, tell them that. Come on, look at them and tell them, I need a suddenly. Anybody know when God schedules a suddenly, something begins to change, and it's going to change for good. Oh yes, suddenly, as the sound of a rushing mighty wind, cloven tongues of fire came and set on the head, and they were all filled with the Holy Ghost. As the Spirit gave them utterance, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. It was too early according to their custom. Now, America, we blew that out a long time ago. Well, because everybody's getting drunk all hours in America. Come on, y'all say, oh Lord, or something. But understand, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's too early for anybody to get drunk. But then all of a sudden, the Holy Ghost hit the place. And I can imagine Mary, she comes dancing out. Oh, John, he comes twirling out, doing a helicopter. And here comes the Apostle Peter. He comes shouting out the upper room like an old drunk man. Come on, let me ask you a question. How many of you ever been drunk on the Holy Ghost? Anybody? Come on, now don't be ashamed. Raise your hand. Have you ever been? Some of you need to get drunk on the Holy Ghost. Man, notice I didn't say yeah. I said he's some good stuff. Come on, can I just preach it real? You ain't got to worry about no busting headache. I ain't never been drunk, but I've heard about it. You ain't got to worry about no busting headache. You ain't got to worry about blacking out. You ain't got to worry about who you wound up in a fight with or winding up in jail. And good thing about it, you ain't got to worry about drinking from the well and it becoming a sin. He said it's a well that will never run dry. Is anybody thankful for the power of the Holy Ghost? Thank you. Come on, give him praise. 9 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden the Holy Ghost hit the place. Boy, I wish I had time to preach this, but did you know this is the first time, and I may be wrong, but I'll track this. This was the first time since the Tower of Babel that somebody could understand the language being spoken. Isn't it amazing how at the top, well, this will preach right here, and then God just dropped this in my spirit, how at the Tower of Babel, God came down, not just because he was intrigued, but he was about to bring judgment. They were trying to build a tower up to whoop God. Can I use some of the term? They're going to take him out and shoot an air God. How ridiculous. But all of a sudden God was so intrigued about this and jealous over it. He come down in the Bible said that God visited the Tower of Babel. And what happened? God said there's nothing that they cannot do because they are unified. I want to ask you this question here tonight, church. If God would say that about the adversary, what will he say to a church that he is on their side and fighting for them? Are y'all following what I'm telling you? So God divided the tongue instantly when they couldn't understand it. But fast forward to the day of Pentecost. Now everybody that was divided could hear their own language being spoken. And anybody understand that sometimes carnal-minded people don't understand spiritual things?
Right.
Come on, am I preaching too fast? If not, we'll be here all night. Somebody say, preach on, Joel.
Preach on.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine carnal-minded people? They don't understand spiritual things. They don't understand when you tell them you got the Holy Ghost. I told a coach that when I received the Holy Ghost in middle school or so, and I was jumping up and down in PE class, and I said, I got the Holy Ghost. He said, you got the Holy who? They don't understand that. But I know one thing, if they ever get a hold of the Holy Ghost, they'll find out it's real. It's real. Thank God it's real. It's the Pentecostal blessing. Thank God I know it's real. Does anybody know he is real? Somebody give God a shout of praise.